We got another mail day today. Changing up my setup a bit because I think I'm going to try something a little bit different. Start off with the Bunny Girl trial deck. This card was actually not as hard as I thought it was going to be to find in Japanese. The English is honestly easier than the Japanese to find for a reasonable price, but still by far what people consider like a Grail card. I hate that word so much. It's another card to me. It's not like, oh man, it's something I could live without. Like, it's whatever. It's a nice looking card. I agree that's probably one of like the top 5, maybe 10, if you really want to stretch it, artworks. Especially when you compare it with the Sekmai from the Volume 2. Personally, you have 100% guarantee this one is going to look better. The trial deck looks so much better than the actual set card. But that one was probably the big boy I was able to pick up. And we got a few other graded things. We got a PSA 9, what is it, Kairel? Yeah, Kairel. This is from Princess Connect, the Volume 1 as well. Version A of the SP, or sorry, SSP, yeah, SSP. This card, again, not a huge value in graded. I always stand by, if you want to grade something, spend 15-20 bucks, throw it in a slab, go for it, but don't really expect to make a crap ton of money off of it with new sets. Old stuff, you get premiums. New stuff, you'd be lucky to break even with your grading fee. That's just really not worth it, honestly. Great looking cards, though. We got the last Bunny Girl card I have currently. This is the Bunny Girl, what is it, Union? Yeah, Union. This card is, there's 2 different versions. This is the one I think from Re-Edit, I want to say. This is just Konosuba Volume 2. There's 2 versions of this card. They both have the same artwork in the background. The only difference is that technically the signature right here is a bit different, but the actual overall card itself is basically identical. So I'm probably going to try find the other one, but for the meantime, this card is absolutely gorgeous. It is a gorgeous artwork for a card. Moving on to my few English things. We got, what is this one? Devil Patoho. Oh yeah, this is from Gun Gale Online. I've been slowly working on building this whole set, but honestly, just not really annoying to find them. It's just like I have so many other things I'd rather get before completing the set. It's like one of those extra things you're like, if I find them, I'll pick them up, or if I see them, I pick them up mostly, but if I don't, I have no interest in actually searching for them. They do definitely look good, regardless. I think it's all in German, I believe, what they put the actual text up here for. I don't speak it, so I'm not going to say what the heck it is, but still think it's definitely interesting they did that. God, who is this? Karada, oh yeah. This is from, I believe, the most recent Bang Dream set. This is from the trial deck, I believe. This card is kind of just super cool. Like the butterfly foiling in the background. I think it looks really good. It's also like 80, 90 bucks, so it's really cheap SP technically. I think it just looks really nice. Next we got another, is this Yukina? Yeah, Yukina. Searching for Answers Yukina. I've been trying to complete a whole Bang Dream set with all of her signatures, but it's a bit more annoying to find them nowadays, since Bang Dream got a lot more popular. But they're also pretty darn cheap. There's like just the SSPs that are like $1,000 plus to find the SSPs, but everything else is actually pretty dang cheap. Still really, very nice cards though. Move these out of the way. Get over there. Now let's grab my giant stack of, this is all of my Japanese stuff I picked up this month. We got another Hitagi SP. This is from Precious Memories. I think there's, technically, if you consider all of the Hitagi SPs for Precious Memories, there's like 10 or something ridiculous. But yeah, they're all these ones are worth like $10 to $30. They're not expensive compared to the Weiss ones. They're very nice and very cheap, but the problem is just trying to find these outside of Asia without getting absolutely price gouged to heck. They'll pick up these ones for actually like reasonable prices. They weren't like perfect, but the cards are in perfect condition, but the prices were, outside of the ones I've seen, they're pretty bad on eBay and places like that. These ones are actually foiled, unlike the other ones. They're actually foiled and have gold signatures. Those previous ones, I probably should have mentioned this. These previous ones technically have silver signatures because they're trial decks and they're not foiled, which is why they're pretty much not worth anything. These ones are actually like the closer to $20, $30 range ones. Since they're foiled, like how it actually says on the side here, what season it was from. The Bakumonogatari second season. Pretty nice they actually did that. Got another one? Yeah, I think it's the last one. This one's by far, I think, my favorite artwork they did for it. I'm missing one more of her basic signs by herself, and then she has 2 duo signs. Which, actually, 3 duo signs that she technically have, where it has 2 signatures of 2 different people on it, which again, they're only worth like $20, but you gotta just have someone who can find them for you and not destroy you on the secondary market. They'll probably take me a while to find them. Like, yeah, we got 5 of them, and I think they look gorgeous. They are. She's by far my favorite character, probably in almost any type of show. She's like top 5, no matter like what time it'll be. She'll always pretty much be top 5. Get these out of the way now. 3, 4, 5. Shuffle this over here. There we go. Now back down to the big stack. What is this? Jesus, I cannot remember her name now from Angel Beats. How can I not remember her name? It's not Yuri, because Yuri was the main character I actually loved in that series. Kanade? I want to say Kanade. I'm completely forgetting now off the top of my head, but pretty sure this is Kanade. This one's not in like super sleeved or anything. It's actually like an MP condition. The back's kind of rough. Has like a ding on the top. But this one was a pretty rough card, but it was also like $30 or $40 or something because it was pretty dinged up. So if you find not perfect cards, you're getting a massive premium, especially on like cards like this that aren't worth a lot in general. Oh yeah, my Alter Saber. I also have the English version here. The slight difference is the signature positioning. You notice that slightly lower on the Japanese version, right here. Slightly higher. And the text is a bit over. They're very, very slight. Like, there's not a huge difference in them. But there was enough for me being like, hey, I love the Alter Saber, or Saber Alter cards. It's like the only Saber I super love. So I'll pick them up if I can find her. Oh, I got my rest of my Illya cards. This one, I completely forget the voice actor's name. But I know it's the same person who does... Oh my goodness. Yami from To Love Ru. So I was like, I love this character. That voice actor is probably one of my favorites they've ever done. Just nice artwork with it. I cannot remember this character's name whatsoever. No matter how many times I've watched Fate or Prisma Illya, her name completely escapes me every time. Artwork looks incredible, especially when you compare it to the Rin from the same set. How it has the same aesthetic. But then again, this is a Rin, and Rin is obviously a much more popular character in like every genre for her around the Fate series. Kind of just sucks that with Fate, they make a billion different like multi-universes around it. I just kind of hated that. Yeah, another Rin. This one is actually from more of, I think, the cutesy side of the Prisma Illya sets, which I think look okay. Like if you compare it to the other Rin, obviously. Very, very different aesthetic style they're trying to do here with her. Still think it looks okay though. Moving on to my actual Illya cards. This one is part of like one of the only ones I think they printed in English. I think this is like a $200 card still in English, something like that. Japanese is like $60. Again, it's not really that expensive in Japanese, which is why I go after Japanese ones. Got a Kuro? Yeah, Kuro. God, it's been a while since I actually remember these characters now. These ones are all from the same set, and they, I think, look like a great little trio, along with Mio? Yeah, Mio. Or I don't remember how to pronounce her name now. I think they all look absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, if you compare these 4 particularly, let's move these up out of the way. You compare like these four, which are technically all from the same like 2 volumes. I think they look absolutely gorgeous. These 3 are by far the best looking ways in like artwork style. Just simply because they make a nice little pair. And they're incredibly good. I'm gonna move them. We got a felt now. This is the only, I think, ReZero card I still needed. Another really cheap one, but cool nonetheless. And we got 4 random little summer vacation. Yearning for summer vacation. Just a little weird promo I picked up. I think they make a nice little place that I'll probably throw them in a deck maybe or something. Kind of just, again, really good artwork with Illya and Kuro. There we go. That'll be my whole month of stuff that arrived. Next month I should have I have a card that I'm super ecstatic to get in the next like week or two. It's one of the regional championship promos that's out of like 40 something. It's gonna be sick. Like that is the card I'm super ecstatic about getting in. But until next time, thanks for watching.